Who's good? And then you got to say it like a baby. Who's good? Who's good? Who's my Charlie?
This is the Greg Cote Show with Greg Cote.
Pardon it.
Here's your host, Greg Cote.
You became the Duke as you vaulted higher. A useless sound not hard to find. And our love for you, it was forged in fire every time you blew your mind. Skeptical at times, but nuance always knows how to make us feel without you on the show. You won't be back, Jack, our favorite hypochondriac. So bang those pots and pans into the sky to go where apple pies and eagles fly. It's hard to say goodbye. An onion won't be the thing to make us cry when it's hard to say goodbye.
So, Dad, you can start your podcast whenever you want.
Okay. I have to say something truthfully. I am honored to have my voice on what I think is the official Billy Gil tribute farewell song.
Yeah, it was an awesome song. You know, the Back Jack series continues.
Right. We're not getting tired of that yet, apparently.
Showing the full range of it. I like it.
Okay. It was different. It was a ballad. I mean, it was a sweet song as opposed to a rock and roll or whatever.
And it was very well done. It was, you know, the Back Jack part makes you laugh out loud, and you hit a lot of I know Yeti, I'm sure, wrote most of it, if not all of it. And like, you know, all the show references, and, you know, it was just the perfect note.
Yeah, it was entirely written by Yeti. I want to give him full credit. He wrote the lyrics and the music, and my voice is on it, but he also coached me through how to properly sing it.
Through your voice, and we can hear your voice right now, so.
Yeah, and believe me, he had to put up with all this.
Have you been sick? What's going on with you?
I don't know. My voice is just a little weird lately.
I do want to talk about Billy a little here, because I do feel like on the main show, while I feel like hit it out of the park on Friday with him, there wasn't a lot of going around the room, you know, let's talk about Billy.
Right.
So, like, I feel like I would, you know, now that I'm not in front of him and I can really speak freely, because, you know, us men, when we're in the room with each other, we can't really talk freely about our emotions.
Yeah, you gotta yuck it up and, you know, give each other noogies on the arm and all that kind of stuff. Right.
You know, just be like, oh, Billy, we'll still see you around. Come on. This isn't that emotional, even though I was crying the other night.
Yeah. Were you really?
I did. It got me. I was watching like some YouTube clips, and I joked on air that I watched a little bit of Billy, and then I just got lost down a rabbit hole about myself, but which was a joke. I really did watch a lot of Billy clips, but I'm in a lot of them, and it was just, you know, reminiscing and thinking about, you know, growing up with Billy on the show, and, you know, how we both were just in long-time serious relationships when we met each other on the show, and now we're both dads who've been married for years. And I think Billy and I have a great relationship. I you know, probably not as close off air as I would have liked, and you know, we're both, you know, kind of, you know, we live in different places, so like we never became, I wouldn't say like close friends off the air. We obviously always got along fine, and we're good work friends. But I think on air, you know, we definitely made a lot of magic together. I think when we were in the back row together, it was like some of the most fun times ever, of just like feeling like, you know, we're making Dan and Stugatz laugh, and just like the character of the back row, and was just, it was like, I've heard Mark Hochman talk about like it in the context of like it's making music,
right?
And I feel like we made some really good music.
Yeah. Dan uses that phrase sometimes about making music, and I think he's right. And Billy was such. I just said Billy was such. It's hard to use the past tense already, because he was such an integral part of that show. You know, when you think of the phrase shipping container, you go right to Billy, I think. And I will miss him personally because he played. You know, everybody in the show plays sort of a role. It's truly a cast with cast members, and Billy's role. Part of Billy's role was to, support me. And
it's one of my favorite things.
Yeah,
and I in one of my long texts to him, over these last few days, I definitely expressed to him how I'm going to miss that. And,
yes,
I might even have to start being nicer to you and pick up the slack on that. Like, I don't know if Tony's going to do it, but like, you need to be buoyed with somebody.
I do, not booed, but buoyed. You're right.
You should you should continue to say thank you, Billy.
I will.
Like, I'm serious. I don't care who supports you.
Believe it or not, I swear on my life, I had already thought of that. Like, if anybody support, if Lebatard's criticizing me and unfairly, and I'm feeling down, and somebody else supports me, I'm going to say thank you, Billy. Thank you, Billy.
That is going to be so funny.
Because that was like a lifesaver for me in the ocean. Because I'm going to be honest, it's not always super easy to play my role on the show. And I'll give you a small example. I feel bad that I wasn't in on Thursday. I wasn't scheduled to be in on Thursday. And then today, Friday, we're recording. I had my orthopedic surgeon appointment, which I'll talk about a little bit later. So I couldn't make it. I wasn't at any of the two big send-off days for Billy. And I heard Lebatard Thursday related to the fact that he thinks I broke the story late after it was already.
I think it was more your tweet. Like he wanted to like kind of catch on a little bit before we were going live, and it was one of those things where as we're turning on our mics, you had just sent the tweet, so it was just like I think there had been some discussion. I don't want to harp on that. It was really just like I don't think no one's upset.
Okay, the reason I brought it up is that because and technically the story on Billy leaving was posted online in the Miami Herald before the show started.
But unless people have notifications set up to your Miami Herald, like...
Okay, but my larger point is that because of that, because in Lebatard's mind I was 2 minutes late or whatever, he referred to me on the show as he's a fool. And he said that more than once.
Oh my God.
No, you can laugh
you're right.
at
Go
it.
ahead. No, I'm serious. I'm sorry.
Okay. When somebody calls me a fool or an idiot or a jerk or dumb, anything like that, I take it personally because you can say it's part of the show, it's part of a character, but it still hurts a little bit. And so Billy was the guy who would have come to my defense then, and probably did.
No, he did. Like it was like it was like one of those things. Is like he was like it was one of his last days. So he's like, in Greg's defense, there was probably some cyber traffic. He was making the joke that you're always late because of traffic.
Right.
So he's saying that there was probably cyber traffic.
Right. And
it's a classic, fantastic joke by Billy.
It's perfect. And I would have
so intelligent. It's such a smart joke.
Yes, and I would have said thank you, Billy, if I was there. And
I may have said it.
Yeah, there you go. And nobody wants to hear this, but there were technical problems on the Herald
all right.
end.
See, that's what I mean. Let's not get stuck in the weeds here. No one's thinking about that. Like I know he called you a fool. I don't remember that, but I know that stinks. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, it does stink. And that's just one of the many reasons why I will miss Billy and the character Billy was.
And I think I just rambled about Billy for like 2 minutes there before, and I may have I threw that stuff in about wishing I was closer with him personally, and I think I don't want that to be, I don't know how you heard it, I don't want that to be misconstrued like me throwing any shade at Billy. I'm learning in the footsteps of Greg Cote, where I struggle to be a good friend to like my closest friends, whereas like I have another struggle is like I have not been probably I have a few friends at work but you know what I mean? Like I'm not the best at asking about how was your day? Like, you know what I mean? I think I'm really looking in the mirror when I say I wish we were better. Like that's one of my regrets I'm saying out the door as Billy goes. I'm like, oh shit, like I may not have been like I wish I would have gotten closer with Billy to feel like we might stay connected more now that he's gone, you know?
Yes. I do know. And the older you get and all of a sudden friends who are your age or barely older start to die off, that feeling becomes more intense. And you look back and you say, why wasn't I a better friend? But It's tough, because part of you goes, well, the phone works both ways. I mean, maybe I'm not checking in with him a lot.
No, trust me. I think Billy, I think if Billy and I were having an honest conversation looking at each other, like we were together so much with work that like when we left work, like, yeah, like we weren't going to dinner on the weekends a lot. We live in 40 miles away from each other. Like,
right.
That's why, like, I think him and I both have like, you know what I mean? It's one of those things when you see someone leave, you start to like think like, shit, like,
yeah,
did I do it? Like, was I,
of course,
cause I feel like our work relationship, like I feel pretty good about all that. So it's just
right. No, that was great.
And like, I don't know. I feel like right now, even it's been an emotional week. Like, I feel like I'm just like making way more of it on here than it even is, but I'm just like, it's really just where my thought has been this week.
No, I appreciate what you're saying, and it's honesty speaking. And Billy will be missed, and personally and professionally. I mean, like the show will miss him.
The show never. You were never flying higher on our show than when Billy was behind you, or like supporting a bit, or in on the joke.
Yes.
Like,
yeah,
we were never funnier. Like it's gonna like, and we have, there were times in recent months when Billy had to miss because of like, so we have funny moments without Billy, but there's just that, if we're now, let's get music out of here. Now we're cooking a recipe. If like there's different recipes in a dish, like
right,
you throw in a little Billy in there and that's like your dish is tasting good. It's like garlic powder. Like we're going to have to cook without garlic powder. All right.
Yeah. I agree. It's a new menu, and I'll be interested to see how it's handled. And the elephant in the room that's so obvious, I want to speak it a little bit, is that Stugatz is not on the show as much as he used to be. He's still with the show, but as far as I know, but that's another transition that the show is dealing with is less Stugatz and now no Billy, and those are two major players.
Yeah,
and so I'm curious. Dan's brilliant at running the show and running his business. And I am curious how the transition away from that is going to evolve. It's going to be interesting to see. What is that reflected in you're wearing these reflective glasses?
Oh, can you see? This is like my office, by the way. Office is like half a laundry room. So are you seeing a lot of it? I hope you're not seeing too much. It's like my golf clubs and a laundry.
Okay,
over here.
I think if somebody...
Are you talking about right here?
I think if somebody was walking past you, I would see them. The only thing I can see reflected in your glasses appears to be a horse's head.
Oh, this whole thing?
Yes. Although that's not a horse. What is that?
This is like
bull?
a bull. Hey,
why do you have that?
You know what time of year it is?
Halloween.
The Halloween stuff's out, baby. Where you never know when you got to bust this thing out.
What are you going to wear to that Batard Show Halloween fan event? You should wear that.
I mean, I was not planning on really dressing up for that.
Okay. You shouldn't, because people need to recognize you.
Right.
But when you go out trick-or-treating with my granddaughter, you ought to wear that.
Oh, no, we have a family. Like, I am dressing up for Halloween with my kid.
Okay.
We've gotten away, me and Christy, in recent years with Graceland not really pressuring us to do like a family thing. And this year she was like, I would really like to do a family thing. So we're going to do a family thing.
That's so nice.
We're doing Frozen. I'm going to be Olaf.
I don't know what that means.
You don't know
Olaf?
Wow, that's a Greg doesn't know movies. I'll go get my Olaf head. I'll put it on for the people.
Chris, I'm going to say this before Christopher gets back. Christopher's a really good father to Graceland, my granddaughter, and I'm very proud of him for that. He was telling me some stuff the other day and glowing when he said it. And oh gosh, I know who that is.
What's up?
Okay, but what animal is that?
Oh, let's go sunglasses with Olaf. That'd be cool.
It's a snowman, right?
Yeah, he's a snowman.
Because I see the carrot nose.
Yeah. You know what? I'll just wear this the rest of the episode.
Yeah, you should. It's a good look for you. I was bragging when you were gone about what a good father you are,
Thank you.
and I want to tell you I'm proud of you for that.
Well,
I don't want to get too.
Hey, I mean, I'll get sentimental too. I mean, I learned from the best.
Well, thank you. But we had a phone call the other day, and it just made me emotional, particularly after we hung up. And
I'm wearing an Olaf's mask.
I know.
No,
Anytime I tear up, I just look at you in an Olaf mask, and then I start laughing.
What conversation?
The conversation was the one where you were bragging about how how well you did drafting Grayson's soccer team.
Oh my God.
That you just nailed the draft.
I did.
But in that same conversation, you were telling me that she passed her audition and got a role in the school play
Yes.
of Peter Pan.
Yes.
And that I can't wait. I know it's not for a couple of months or whatever, but I just can't wait to go see that. And
she's going to be like essentially an extra, but she's only a second grader. And like the big roles go to fourth and fifth graders. And yeah, like she's very excited.
That's nice. It's Peter Pan. Yeah. And what role does she play? Because I don't know the little side characters.
I think a brave girl.
A brave, like an Indian brave?
I don't know. Okay. I don't know. I'm not that familiar with the characters. I know there's the Lost Boys. Maybe the Indian. Like I think she is like just kind of going to be like an extra character. Like kind of like I don't think she'll have any lines and stuff. But she's going to be the best brave girl we've ever seen.
Of course, absolutely. She's an actress now. You know, she's a performer. She's on stage, and she can be anything she wants to be.
But
and
when you
ask her, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Sorry.
When you ask her what she wants to be, it's something different every week.
Right. Right now,
it should be.
Right now, it's teacher and actress during the summer when teachers don't have to be at school.
Yeah, because you got plenty of time to be an actress.
But I did knock the draft out of the park.
Okay. Tell me how.
Because
how do you know?
I get
You're drafting people you've never heard of.
I get a list of names and their birth dates, and I have their rating because they went. The way they do it is if they played last year, their rating comes from their coach. Like at the end of the season, you give the player a rating.
Okay.
And then for the new kids, there was a tryout, and they rate them. So I have like all their ratings 1 through 10, and then I have if they're in bold that rating, that means they were an all-star. So of course we want.
Right.
So I kind of just like took the top 20 names and I'm like, all right, I'm just going to prioritize who I want here based off who was an all-star, what their age is.
Okay.
All right. And I'm going to do this. If there was a tie, the tie goes to somebody who sounds like the name of somebody who could be like, if their last name was Ronaldo, I'm going to be like, okay, that sounds like somebody who likes soccer and their dad is very into them.
Sure.
So I may have, I mean, what am I doing? All I have is a list of names. That's all I can go off of. Like, what am I supposed to do? I'm trying to draft the best team possible here.
Yeah, no, I get it. I think Lionel Messi does have a daughter.
Like Jane Smith was just going to be left out.
Really?
Yeah.
She's great.
No, I'm telling you.
No, I've heard about her. No, Jane can kick some ass and kick some soccer balls.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, she's great. I look forward to that. I want to do as little coaching as possible because I'll be coming back from a bum knee. Let me give you a quick update on my knee.
Talk to me about this. Can I take this off? I feel like I can't hear you great.
I know. Take it off.
I can't hear you for a second. Just give me a second.
Okay. It is a good looking mask, though. Olaf.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I saw an orthopedic surgeon today, and I walk into his office, and it's filled with sports photos and signed jerseys, and it turns out he does a lot of athletes. He has been professionally affiliated with the Dolphins for years and years. He's been affiliated with the Marlins for years and years, and so he does a lot of. I think he's done Ryan Tannehill's knee. I think he's done a picture
of Ryan Tannehill's knee on his wall.
There is, yeah. There's just the knee, the actual knee. Ryan Tannehill's knee is. He's
like,
the wall.
This is a piece of Jay Fiedler's skin. It's like, I know. Thank you. So did he know who you were?
He did, yeah. And I had a different way to break the ice with him and talk to him about somebody we both knew. But before that, he's like, I know you. I'm surprised we haven't crossed paths already. I work for the Dolphins for this, from this. So I got an in with him. Okay.
So he's going to be in you. Is he?
Yeah, he's going to be. I've agreed to. He recommended it. Your mother's on board, so in a couple or 3 weeks, you can't get surgery immediately in these kind of places. In 2 or 3 weeks, I'm going to be having surgery on my right knee.
Going under?
Yeah, it involves anesthesia. The sprained ACL is going to mend itself, but the tears in the medial meniscus, he says he's going to go in, and he likens it to taking a pebble out of a shoe. There's going to be that. He calls it fairly minor surgery. I think it's going to take like 25 minutes, and I'm going to be on crutches for 4 or 5 days after that, and then hopefully I'll feel better and walk better. And because right now sleeping has been a bitch.
What about? Oh wow.
Yeah, and golf and bowling, probably not for 4 or 6 weeks.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah, probably 4 or 6 weeks after the surgery.
Yeah.
And the surgery might not be for 2 or 3 weeks.
Okay.
So I think it's going to be most of the rest of this year that I can't play golf or bowl. So
all right.
That's a small sacrifice. I ain't complaining.
But in force, like, in a few months, in the new year, when then the New Year's comes. So like by, what are we saying? You think you'll be, by February, you'll be like good to go?
Oh, I think so. Hopefully before that. I mean, let's say I have surgery in 2 weeks.
So then
in 6 weeks, it's what, early December?
Right.
So, I think by the end of this year, I think I'll be kegling again, on the old hardwood.
Really?
Throwing spears.
You think you're going to bowl before that? I think we should do that right now. Like, obviously we're going to let you heal. We're not going to rush this.
Right.
But let's put the over under at Christmas.
Okay. I'll take that as an over under. I'll take the under. Okay.
I think that you're gonna like be close around there, and then like there's gonna be probably a week, like we probably won't even bowl around Christmas because of like they just probably take it off.
Yeah, that could be.
So like I just bet it's gonna be like Dad, just take the extra few weeks. It's gonna be like like when you get a guy before the bye week, like you're gonna be like getting back right before our bye week. So we're just gonna be like, why wouldn't we hold you out until after Christmas now? Like you're gonna come back.
Bowling leagues have bye weeks,
holiday weeks. I'm making a joke about bye weeks, saying that like if you have an injured guy coming, whatever. Never mind.
Okay, no, I get it.
Okay. We actually, you know what? We've been going for a little bit. Let's take a break, and we'll be right back.
Okay.
And we're back. Dad, did you hear about I did tell you about the gift David Sampson got me, right?
Yeah, you showed me a photo of it. That was very generous of him.
Did you hear what happened on the Batard Show with him being on and what was revealed about Billy, Mike, and Jeremy?
Apparently everybody got a nice gift.
And what are your thoughts on, because to me, and maybe it's because like I've gotten closer with David Sampson and I just genuinely appreciate and love the guy. So like I am not like, I think it's a fun topic of like, does it become less sentimental to Mike? Once we all know, if we think we're the only one that got it,
right?
We're like, oh my God, this is the coolest thing ever. And when you find out 4 other people, for the people that don't know, David Sampson got me, and I have it right here, like a lineup. It's Ichiro's 3000 hit. It's the lineup card that they have in the dugout. It has a ticket that's signed. Don Mattingly signed it. Ichiro's signature next to his spot in the order. I don't know if you can see it on here. But it's just like it has like a certification thing up here. Like he got it framed, certified. Like this is legit. And I was just like, oh my God. Yeah. This is one of the coolest things anyone's ever got me. I'm going to keep it forever, which I am. Like I'm going to still do all those things. But in the coming days, we found out that I guess you can just make copies of these things. And David Sampson got one for me, Mike, Billy, Jeremy, and Pablo Torre, and not Roy.
What?
That was the
Poor Roy.
No, I mean, Roy does not talk a lot on the show. David did not associate Roy with being a big Marlins fan. Roy is associated more with hockey. Although Roy is, if you know Roy, like David, like just doesn't know Roy as well as we all do. Like Roy is a baseball fan. So, but
see, that's funny because if I'm David Sampson figuring out who to give gifts to from the Le Batard Show orbit, the toughest thing is who to leave out.
Right. And you would think he gave it to me, Billy, Mike, like Roy would be the obvious choice. Jeremy does the pitch clock. David's been on it a bunch. Right. Like David knows that Jeremy does Marlins games now. Like, it's perfectly plausible for David to just say, "Oh, Jeremy would love this."
Yeah, of course. I mean, Jeremy and Billy are the two biggest Marlins fans.
That's why I only kind of told Jeremy. I was afraid to tell Billy I got this thing. When I thought it was the only one, the idea that like Billy went and tried to travel for this thing and Oh no, he tried for the Miguel Cabrera one, but he wanted to see the Ichiro one down here. That's what happened.
Right. I think it's a little strange that everybody got the exact same gift.
I don't. I mean, he made a bunch of them, and then he's like, "Who in my life would like this?" And he thought of us. Like it's just okay. And then while he's going through such a insanely tough time, it was I was just blown away by how awesome it was.
Yeah, no, it is. He's a very thoughtful man, and he's going through a family issue, health issues in his immediate family, and we wish him all the best. He's great. I've known him well because when he was the president of the Marlins, he was very media friendly. Like if I was there before the game, I'd always talk to him, around the batting cage, and he was just always very out there. He never refused to take my call. So I've liked him in his professional role, and now I like him as a media person. And I think he's really good. Like I think his podcast, Nothing Personal with David Sampson, is really, really good. And he's made that transition from, MLB club president to the media seamlessly. Like he's been great.
He really is. He's like, as a producer, like, when he's coming on, like, he's gonna bring it. Like it's not gonna be. It's not gonna be one of those interviews where Dan's like, "All right, let's get this person out of here."
He's a real pro, and my admiration for him is such. I wish I'd gotten a gift. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, David. If you're listening, I'm just sort of kidding. Okay,
I think you're kidding.
I know. I'm mostly kidding. Okay, no, I am mostly kidding. Okay,
I thought about something earlier that I wanted to talk about.
Yeah,
I'm obsessed with. I think we've done it before with words. Say a word you've never. I'm obsessed with like in this world where there are millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of people. Like the idea of doing something uniquely, because I like to think even the weirdest things. There's like 3 other people at least that are doing these things.
Right.
Like I have a good one for you. You burp and say Brad.
That's true.
So, like, you say a human name while burping. That you could probably say maybe you're the... I bet that is just common enough. I think there's somebody else. There's a guy in Italy who his kids get mad at him because when he burps, he says, Jefe. And he says, like, I mean, like some name. Like, he just...
Yeah.
And
so you don't think Brad is unique?
I just... That's on the cusp for me. Like, I don't think... While I think I did something today when I got home from work that nobody else has ever done.
What?
I had a snack, a combination. Like I ate like 2 things within like 7 minutes of each other that I think no other human has ever done back to back. And I'll explain exactly how. So I get home from work. We celebrated Billy after the show today.
Yeah.
We're recording this Friday. So like we all hung around and like usually home much earlier on Fridays. So I get home and we had like, they did have pizza, but I had 1 slice of pizza like right after the show. So it's like, getting to be like 3:00 and I'm just like, my stomach's growling and I'm like really hungry and I don't want to eat a full meal. So I'm just like, what can I pick at? So I'm like looking around my fridge, nothing, cabinets, nothing. I like open my freezer. I grab this, like, I know it's like terrible. I should be eating health. It's like this like icy thing. It's like, it's not unhealthy, but these little frozen cups, they're like a little shaved ice.
Sure.
Kind of like a frozen lemonade, essentially.
Okay. Like a gelato almost, or no?
No, like shaved ice. It's like kind of like at a baseball game, like you get the frozen lemonade that you like have to scrape with a spoon.
Yeah.
So it's like a little cup of frozen lemonade. So I start eating that, and like midway through, I'm like, it's the middle of the day. I'm not really feeling this. So I'm like halfway done with it. So I just like put it down on the stove, and I'm like, what else do I want around here? So I just like start looking, and I'm like, oh, I got these club crackers here. You know, the little rectangle club crackers.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I got some cream cheese and some jelly here. So I made like what equivalent of a bagel, but I took the cracker as the bread. I took a little cream cheese and then put like a dollop, I would call a dollop of jam, strawberry jam on the cream cheese. So I made a little mini, and I had 3 little club crackers. Wow. So I had.
It sounds good.
But like remember, and then so I ate those 3 club crackers with the cream cheese and the jam, and then after I ate that, I like chugged some water, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna finish this icy. So in the span of like 7 minutes, I started an icy, like a frozen lemonade, put it down, made myself a weird cracker bagel, 3 of them because they're little like tiny little crackers, so like 3 little like 1-biters, and then went right back and finished. Like nobody's ever done that.
In that combination.
That exact combination. Like that snack.
You may be right.
Like
I think it would have been weirder had you put the shaved ice on the cracker.
Right. No one probably has ever done. But I bet some like kid has done that before.
Because that sounds terrible because the cracker would get soggy.
I honestly think somebody has put frozen lemonade on a club cracker before.
Really?
I mean, a kid, like just somebody who had like, I don't know, like.
Okay. Do you think anybody on Earth in history other than me has had hundreds and hundreds, maybe thousands of people waiting in line to see their toenail?
Yes.
Who?
Maybe hundreds. Somebody else is like some celebrity. There's had to have been hundreds,
a celebrity toenail.
Hundreds, you're right.
Because you remember that.
Yeah.
It wasn't a few dozen people. It was hundreds of people.
Oh, trust me, I profited off of that. Remember, I said, you know, if.
I do remember. And you didn't make enough T-shirts. Levitard scolded you. You could have sold like 5 times as many T-shirts.
Right. I think I had like 150 T-shirts. Yeah. And
I have one of those T-shirts that hasn't come out of the plastic bag.
Really?
I refuse to wear it. Yeah.
That's good. That's a keepsake.
Yeah.
We'll hang it up in our new studio.
Yeah. Hey, let's talk about that. It's almost the end of the year.
Yeah.
How's that new studio coming along?
Honestly, good. I mean, the guy I'm dealing with for this table I want to get for us, like as our like centerpiece, like as to our, is playing hardball with me. But
what do you mean? He's not returning your call?
No, he's returning it, but like, you know, different types of woods are not available. Because like I want to do a custom table. Greg wants to go to IKEA.
Okay, I just want something. I want a new studio by the end of the year.
And I'm
okay.
Right.
Okay. Now, you're getting a new dog soon, and I'll give me the latest on that, and then I'll tell you why I'm asking.
I didn't even know how you knew that. Yeah,
I know everything. I'm the grandpa.
In November, my wife, you know, we plan out our whole life by like weekends around here.
Right. Yeah.
And I guess we have a lot of busy weekends in October. So my wife made the proclamation like a few weeks ago that in November we will begin looking for a dog. We're definitely going to rescue. Definitely want a girl. We've just kind of had more. Your dog's crazy, Charlie, a boy, and
Jumping Charlie. Yeah,
we've just had good. We just both have had success with girl dogs. So and we're looking for, you know, anywhere ranging from 4 months to a year and a half.
Okay.
Old.
And you're going. You don't want a big dog. You want a dog that's going to top out at about 26, 28 pounds, right?
Gracelyn has this thing where she wants a dog she can carry. I don't want a small dog. Like I would like the size, the you know, the Rileys, you know, the 40.
Yeah.
I think we can get in a max 40 situation.
Right. And she will be able to carry it when it's a puppy.
Right.
You know, when it's fully grown, probably not. But now I asked that because the American Kennel Club just came out with its brand new 2025 ranking of the 10 most popular dog breeds. And I want to read them from 10 to 1 with a comment on the end.
Really?
Yes. Number
I'm
10.
excited.
I know you are. Number 10, Yorkshire Terrier. And if any of you listening or watching on our YouTube channel have the dog I mentioned, I want you to stand up and go, yeah, and pump a fist.
I feel like this is outdated. Don't people just get like mixes, like mutts?
Number 9, German short-haired pointer, which the Petrowskis next door, when I was growing up at 1440, they had a German short-haired pointer.
Actually,
Beautiful dog.
Actually, my friend Eric has a purebred Rottweiler, and Tommy and Corey have the purebred dog.
Number 8, Rottweiler.
I don't want a purebred shame.
Right. Number 7, Poodle. Number 6, Beagle.
This is just an excuse to just say dog names. Like,
I love it.
You're not interested in this. Like,
I am.
You're just like,
no, I am. I'm a dog person.
Golden Retriever, Beagle. Here we go.
I've had as many dogs as Corvettes.
And
Number 5,
and you couldn't name what one of them was in terms of their breed.
Bulldog.
Go ahead. Tell me what
Number
Sandy.
4.
What was Sandy?
Sandy was a mixed breed
Of
mixes of breeds.
She was definitely a beagle in something.
Number 4.
You don't see? You're like, go ahead.
The leader of the previous 3 straight years, but dethroned to 3rd place, the French Bulldog.
What's your current dog?
Jumpin' Charlie has some pit bull in him.
Yeah.
And various other breeds. Number 3.
And what about Riley?
Riley had a lot of German Shepherd in him. Riley, to me, looked like a miniature German Shepherd.
Yes.
Okay. Number 3, Golden Retriever. Number 2, German Shepherd. And number 1, Labrador Retriever.
Awesome.
Now, to your point, I think the number 1 dog breed in America is the mixed breed, the All-American Mutt.
Right.
I think most of us, by far, do not have purebred dogs. And if you tell me you have a purebred Yorkshire Terrier, I bet you don't. I bet it's just a yappy terrier that you call a Yorkshire Terrier because Yorkshire's known for nothing else except pudding.
I feel like you're a politician right now who just wanted to make like a point that we're all one.
We are all one.
Like, it doesn't matter. Like, look, I just said a bunch of different places. Just like I said, dog breeds. We're from all different places. But you know what?
We're all mutts.
We're all mutts.
We're all mutts. People and dogs. We're all mutts.
I mean, my daughter has been asking, where am I from? Not me. She's asking, like, where is she from? So I'm like, not because I don't know, because I like to like connect her with her elders. So I had her call you and all the grandparents and tell her where she's from. And we found out she's from about 7 places.
Okay. I was thinking the other day that what I told you about my ancestors.
You're wrong once again.
So I'm going to call Uncle Dick, who would know better than I do. Do you mind?
It's late. It's 4 p.m.
I know. He might be asleep. Okay, hang on. Because he would know.
By the way, and let's tell the audience, my dad said that he is French and Canadian, that his mom was French and his dad Canadian, even though his dad had the name Cote. So I think Pop would be French Canadian as well, right?
Right.
And Nana was just French. That's what you thought.
I think so.
Is it on speaker?
Hey, Dick.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, you're on the podcast. I have a quick question for you.
Okay.
Okay, Grayson was asking me the other day what the ancestry is on our side of the family, like mom and dad's heritage. And I mentioned French Canadian and French, but I think was I wrong? Like, did I miss anything?
Well, Nana's side of the family, Nellie Doogie, was English.
English?
And yeah,
okay.
She was, her maiden name was Kinloch. Her mom and dad were Thomas and Annie Kinloch, and they died like when I was 5 years old.
Okay.
And Pop, I believe, and I'm not sure this was from Belgium.
Wow.
Yeah. And like I say, I'm not sure of that, but
wait.
I've been very interested lately in that myself, and haven't got to the point where I've spent any money researching it. But
okay, Christopher has a question here.
He's not going to be able to hear me. Are they French? Are they French or Canadian at all?
Yeah. Where did I come up with French Canadian and France?
Well, I think that's more on Dad's side of the family.
Okay.
I think there were Dad's side of the family, Cote or not Cody, were from as far as I know,
That's what I meant.
Canada.
Pop had to be
I don't
French.
know, first generation, second generation,
Okay.
or whatever. But they were from Canada, so I think that's the French Canadian part of it. Was more Dad's side than Mom's side.
So
Okay.
Nana was just English.
So
Your
Nana was
mom.
just English.
Yes.
Okay.
As far as I know.
All right. Well, thank you, Dick, for enlightening us, and we'll let you go.
Okay. Take care.
Okay. Bye-bye.
You are white.
What does that mean?
I mean, there's just a lot of white.
What did we expect him to say? North Africa? I mean, what? Yeah, but
It was
Zimbabwe? What were you expecting him to say?
I mean, no, it was just like, English, England, France, Canadian.
Okay. But you got to tell Grayson now that her heritage includes England and Belgium.
Belgium we're adding. That I didn't know. Because my mom
right,
is English. So she already had English there.
Yeah. Your mother's mother adored the royal family.
Yeah.
Like she's the kind of person who would have pictures of the queen and the king in her house growing up,
Did a lot of people do that in that time?
I don't know.
All right.
I'm not sure. That's a very good question.
I'm not as Irish, Mom said, as I look. There's a little Irish, but everyone kind of like when they say like, "Oh, you must be Irish." It's like, not really.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah. I don't know what I am. I don't feel like anything. Like,
you know what?
Despite my surname,
we're mutts. We're American.
We are mutts. We're American mutts.
American mutts.
That's right.
All of us.
The mutt dogs. They don't know how lucky they have it.
What? I mean, that's often the opposite.
The rescue dog.
The rescue dog has it way worse than like the highfalutin purebreds that get like.
No.
Go ahead.
I know, but the word rescue means something
that means they've been rescued from something terrible.
Yeah, like I think it was Riley, or it might have been Sandy.
Was afraid to walk at the beginning.
Well, because you rescue them out of a hollowed out log in the middle of the Everglades. I mean, God knows what they were doing.
That was Riley.
Rescued.
I remember. She she just laid in the corner, and then 7 hours later, she's running around like she owns the place.
That's one of the joys of dog ownership is that if you get a rescue dog, you have to nurture that dog and give him little dollops of love and food and love until he trusts you. And with that trust comes love. It's beautiful thing to see.
You just buy the love of a dog. You buy them a crate, you buy them food, you feed them.
Yeah, but it's not
very
just,
superficial.
No, it's not just food because here's what else you're doing. You're going by him and you're saying, who's good?
No, you know what you're saying?
Who's good?
Get
who's
down.
Good?
Get down. Get down.
Who's good? And then you got to say it like a baby. Who's good? Who's good? Who's my Charlie? Who's my Charlie? Like that. All right. I want to do dad jokes and 3 facts, Jack.
And then football.
Yes. Dad jokes.
He's always kind of thinking that his puns are in vogue. He cracks himself up like an egg with a yolk. And now Chris's morale is broke. Dad jokes.
Why can't you trust atoms? Not the name Adam, but ATOM. Why can't you trust atoms? They make up everything.
It's true.
Number 2. What's another name for Santa's elves? Subordinate clauses. Number 1. What? What?
Stupid.
You thought that was good. You were just afraid to say it.
No, I don't honestly get it.
It's a grammatical phrase.
Okay.
Number 1. What did the limestone say to the geologist?
These are going over my head here.
Don't take me for granted.
All right, that's good.
That's pretty good. Okay. 3 facts, Jack.
There are 3 things that interest him, so sit right back for 3 facts, Jack.
Number 3.
I'm glad we have the imaging that really makes these sound better than they are. Because for me, it's just 45 seconds of me sitting here and nodding my head.
Yeah, I know.
Like when I watched it, like I'm not like you. I rarely watch back what we do, but if I ever do, when we get to this part of the podcast, I really enjoy it more than I did going through it because the fun songs and
right.
Like, but here it's really hard to get through when it's just me sitting here nodding my head.
With if 5% of our listeners are repeating the dad jokes to one of their kids or something, I've succeeded.
If
5% of our listeners are saying to their significant other and giving them a fact that they didn't know, and then the significant other goes, "Really? Huh? That's interesting."
I will say I loathe the dad jokes. I got a sneaky soft spot for the 3 facts because they those are generally pretty decent.
I appreciate that. Number 3, Donald Duck's dog was a Saint Bernard named Bolivar. Number 2, the first fast food restaurant in America opened in 1921. It was a White Castle in Wichita, Kansas.
You said you put the wrong emphasis on White Castle there.
Why?
The white is what drives that like White Castle.
Okay.
You went White Castle.
Oh, White Castle. You're right.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
I know.
I said corrected.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good point by you. Number 1, in the early days of baseball, many players augmented their salaries in the offseason by hitting the vaudeville circuits, including Babe Ruth, who sang on stage.
It couldn't have been good.
Couldn't have been good.
No.
He was probably drunk, eating hot dogs,
although
spitting them out.
Sometimes like the big guy can like be like that opera singer. Like maybe.
Maybe. He could have been a baritone, He could have had a great voice.
Yeah.
I want to try to get some audio of Babe Ruth singing. I'll sick Yeti on that case.
If you can find it, put it right here. Either he found it or he didn't. But if he did, that was cool.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm interested now as we transition to football here.
Yeah.
What state Greg Cote will be in the next time we hear from him?
It'll be early enough on Sunday. I'll be good.
Oh, you're working?
Yeah, I'm not going to the game because of my knee. It's in Cleveland, the game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I wouldn't be going anyway. But UM plays a big game Friday night, tonight. MLS playoffs are starting, MLB playoffs, Miami Heat season. It's opening week for the Miami Heat. We're going to talk about that too. So we got a lot of sports coming up.
The Heat are going to stink. More on that.
You're right.
More on that in a little bit.
Okay. Nice tease. You ain't wrong. Okay. That kind of thing.
You don't have to do that kind of thing. We're not done with the episode.
Oh, yeah. I forgot that. That kind of thing anyway.
Dad, once again, I look like an idiot, dressed like a Dolphins fan. And we can't talk about the Dolphins or football right now because we have a Chris Cote finds out.
Whoa. Okay.
Like, you realize we have scandal in the PFPI.
Assistant General Manager Chris Cote of the Miami Dolphins is about to expose something.
Yes, I look ridiculous. I'm wearing a Dolphins polo and a Marlins hat, but...
I find it funny that you don't put a polo on for your day job at the Batard Show, but you put one on for game day.
Oh, you got to.
Do you really have to? When you're supposed to be melting into your couch?
Dress for the team you want to have, okay?
Oh, I like that.
So you want to have a golf team instead
Chris
of a
Cote,
football
all
team.
right, so Saturday, PFPI picks are due on Saturday
at 1 p.m.
At 1 p.m.
every year.
And if you don't get your picks in by then, my dad becomes annoying and he's like, it's not fair to the rest of the league that everyone has to.
This is for the genuine PFPI Pick'ems League, not fantasy.
Right.
This is the family Pick'ems League, right?
Have your winners selected and texted to my dad by Saturday at 1 p.m.
Right.
And yesterday, Saturday, we had, Oktoberfest, me and my wife's side of the family. My wife's mom is German. We go to Oktoberfest. We love that place. It's a little up north and we have fun. Kids go, carnival rides, good time. So I didn't have my picks in, which is a pretty common occurrence for me, if I'm being frank.
Okay, let me cross-examine. What time did you leave for the Oktoberfest?
Around 1:15.
Okay, and so the picks were due at 1.
Yeah.
So might you theoretically have done the picks before you left?
Look,
as your wife did, by the way.
Look, I often don't have my picks in on time, and I didn't today, and I didn't yesterday. I'm not
just said it.
But it really has nothing to do. This is just the backstory for why the evidence that I have. I'm just giving context here for what people are going to hear.
Fine.
So my dad, he does this thing where he'll text a few times, and then he does the thread of this will be the last text, and then the phone calls start. So I think we got to close to like 10:30 p.m. now. Granted, in his defense, there's a 9:30 game on Sunday, so he does need the picks. Once again, but what I have you on here has nothing to do. Like, I know I'm wrong here. Like, I'm not proving the point that I'm like. Follow me here. Follow me here. So we're about to play some audio, and this is my dad calling me last night, and I didn't answer. And what my dad forgets to do sometimes while calling someone is hang up. So
you're saying we have a PFPI hot mic?
I have Greg on a hot mic, and this is not like him recording. We're not doing a bit or my mom recording. This is a voicemail that I got at 10:45 from a hammered Greg Cote. Like, you want to talk about speeding him up? You could put this at 4 times speed, and it would still be slow for how hammered my dad sounds here. But this is the point I'm not proving here has nothing to do with the case of whether I was wrong or not. I know I was wrong. The case that you were on trial for, my friend, and that Chris Cote has found out is there is collusion in PFPI. When Greg Cote needs support on an issue, he pressures other members of PFPI to be on his side. Yeti, roll the tape.
I'm going to send out a group text to the league this coming week proposing punishment powers if anything like this happens. And I need your support.
I'm all for it.
Okay.
Nobody's busier than me.
Nobody is busier than me. The real case, Chris, is that he had drank 3 cases of Miller Lite before recording that.
That's a good point, Yeti. That, my friends, is my dad telling my mom, hey, I'm going to put I want to be able to punish Christopher, and I'm going to put a vote out. I need you to vote with me.
Okay, first of all,
that is, let the league members decide on their own. That is gross.
Has he divulged his sexual relationship with one of the owners to HR?
That is an abuse of power.
Couple of things.
You sound like that. That is like I feel like that's a Donald Trump video right there. you might as well have said grab him by the.
No, that was more Belichick and his Jordan Hudson.
Yes,
yes,
that was
being called on a hot mic.
That's exactly what, like Chris Cote finds out. That was gross.
Okay, 2 things. Number 1, that was not the commissioner speaking to mom's maniacs. That was Greg speaking to his wife.
No, what do you mean? That is the commissioner. You're talking about putting a league vote.
Number 2.
You specifically are like referring to a league vote that you're going to create.
Number 2.
What? Answer my rebuttal to number 1. That is the commissioner talking about how you're putting a league vote in.
Okay, but number 2 explains that. Okay, commissioners, we all know each other. You know, Goodell and I speak. Listen, when the NFL has a vote coming up, do you think Roger Goodell speaks to other owners trying to get them on his side?
In a gross way. He probably calls Robert Kraft and he's like, hey, remember, we vote all together on everything, right? Remember, you're going to have my back. I don't want you to actually be honest with how you would vote for something. I want to pressure you.
That's how business is
That
done.
is gross.
In the big league of major league commissioners.
And you need to look in the mirror.
Give me a mirror. I'll look at it. What are you talking about?
All right. Just a couple of weeks ago, you were singing that you don't like looking at mirrors because you've got a heartbreak to hide.
I know.
Or a heartache or whatever it was.
A heartache to hide. Yeah, I love that. Because I can't stand seeing you not by my side. That's why.
Speaking to mom's maniacs. That's it.
Yeah.
More pressure from the commish.
I reject that this is an expose.
Can we just play the sound again and just analyze how
with more volume this time?
I mean, it'll be louder for the audience.
Okay.
Like theater of the mind. Jesus.
I'm going to send out a group text to the league this coming week proposing punishment powers if anything like this happens. And I need your support.
I'm all for it.
Okay.
Nobody's busier than me.
I need your support. Nobody's busier than
me.
I love that.
What is she? I don't get that. Like she's saying, I got plenty of time to vote on whatever.
You had time to cast your ballot.
Oh,
Before you went to the
I was confused on why she was
and
saying no.
right, and Christy did. Why couldn't you?
No one's like, it's just classic mom making it about herself.
You know, we can always take this to the audience to see what they think.
I mean, this is
Is
just
this collusion or not?
I love that, like, because you are so freaking funny, dude. Because this is not a bit. That's my favorite part. Like, I feel like most people here are probably like, oh, this is a funny bit. This is as genuine as it can get. You left me at, like, first of all, learn how to hang up a phone.
I know.
Like,
So
you could get yourself in trouble.
I know.
You're like calling your boss, and all of a sudden,
Right.
hammered gray. Like all of a sudden, you're on TMZ, like a sad local TMZ.
Yeah.
I don't think you would ever make.
Do you realize how badly Dan would exploit this if you did something like that to him?
You might make TMZ Sports if you said something very heinous. If you said something very heinous, you could make TMZ Sports.
Okay.
You could.
I do admit to being hammered. I do not admit to collusion.
I mean, you are flat out colluding there.
Okay.
I'm about that, just like the optics of a commissioner, late at night, hammered with a league owner that he sleeps with.
Hammered
With another league owner that you have sexual relations, well, potentially.
Presumably.
at one point. Yeah.
At some point. At least twice.
At least once.
And you are saying I'm putting a league. This isn't you guys just yucking it up. This is I'm going to put a league vote in, and I need your support.
True. Like, and I see nothing wrong with that.
What kind of pressure do you what kind of relationship do you have? This is like what you and your wife do. You pressure each other to do things.
Okay, first of all, your family.
This is gross.
Your family, you control 3/8 of the vote, 37.5%. That means you can, behind doors, like I just did, you can enlist your wife and your daughter to vote against.
And he's not in a position of power. He's not the commissioner. He's on equal footing with them. You're an owner and a commissioner.
And despite what he says, even if there is a little truth to what he says, you won't hear me on a voicemail saying that stuff, Yeti. I'll tell you that much.
True.
Because I have some pride, and I look in the mirror and I say, this is not that important. I want this to be fair. That's what I say.
Okay.
Speaking of needing a ruling on something, this isn't the only controversy that we've had in the last couple of weeks.
I'm so happy we're not talking Dolphins. So bring it up.
Last week, they're awful. They lost to the Browns. Okay, moving on. All right, so they got destroyed by the Browns. Okay, moving on. Last week we had a controversy as to whether there was question as to whether or not I got all three dad jokes right, which would, in Greg's opinion, close the segment for a month. We've had the debate in the past whether or not it should be. I'm willing to give you a month. Okay. All right. So we put it out on a poll. Now, this isn't Sarah Spain ruling on the matter, but we did put it to our audience. And on Twitter, we had out of 59 votes. Sorry.
Yeti, you don't have to say that part.
It's a very
seriously, like honestly, just say the percentage. Like
don't say 50.
I asked, did Yeti Blanc answer the last question correctly? And because it was, what did the pirate say when he turned 80? And I said, like,
yes,
Yarg, I'm 80, and or Yarg, me 80, yeah. And Greg said, I'm 80 was the actual answer.
And
so
how much did you win by?
63% said yes, I answered it correctly. 37% said no, I didn't. On Instagram, we had more votes. I won't do the math on it, but 78% said I voted correctly. 22% said that I was wrong. So the audience is siding with me. However, my sister, who studied linguistics in college, said that Greg was right. So I don't know if that tips the scales in
Yeti
it.
does. I just want to know, Yeti, you would make a terrible lawyer. Like you could have just given the stats and left out your sister's quote. And you would look
I know. I have to be honest and fair and transparent. I'd be a hideous lawyer.
Your sister is a well-renowned.
No offense, Earleen.
Yeah, what did you just say about our mom? Jeez, my mom.
And we appreciate it. So we go with your sister there. Okay. Listen, we don't have much time left.
Can we put like a Yeti? Maybe not for this. Maybe you could get at least a music bed. I know. I'm sorry. I want this to be Greg Cote's news updates, where he just goes around sports and gives a little news update. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, this isn't exactly news updates.
Ding, ding, ding.
I want to start by talking Dolphins Browns, which just happened as we record this Sunday evening. for the first time, and I want you all to read my column in the Miami Herald. For the first time this season, I think that I would not be surprised if Mike McDaniels were fired very quickly. Okay? And for the first time this season, I would not say it's too soon. In other words, today's game...
Permission has been granted.
Today's game got me around to the idea that they need a coaching change. Okay?
I, Greg Cote, not a homer, as the arbiter of all Dolphins hiring and firing decisions,
Correct.
now grant them permission.
I will allow it. 1-6.
Still not a homer, but I'll allow it.
No, you guys can make fun.
I'm the last one on the train.
You guys can make fun all you want. I don't care. I'm used to this from the Batard Show. Nobody respects my opinion on anything. I get
Don't
that.
be so sensitive.
We're joking, Greg.
What I'm saying is that what we heard Mike McDaniel say again today about, we keep shooting ourselves in the foot, self-inflicted wounds, all that bullshit that we hear every single week, and nothing ever changes. Defense, they gave up 31 points, and the defense played well.
He looked broken on the sideline.
I mean, he should. He should look broken.
The interesting part of that game is it got built up as we are going to see wind gusts and rain. It is going to be one of the most iconic games in NFL history.
I know.
Put your kids down for a nap, folks, because it is going to be weather like we've never seen. And I could barely tell it was raining.
It was ridiculous.
It was like... we were in the group text before the game, like, this game, can you guys, I can't wait to listen to, and just watch football weather. And it was just a few fumbles because it was wet, but, it was just such a letdown in terms of, weather, football.
I'm going to make fun of Levitard on the show tomorrow, Monday, because Levitard texts me a retweet of something that Andy Slater, the local guy who comes up with scoops all the time, Andy Slater had texted that the wind gusts were going to be up to 80 miles per hour.
Yeah.
You realize 80, that's a hurricane. And I texted him back, I'm saying there may be gusts occasionally for 20 and 30. 80 is absolutely ridiculous. I was right.
Both
and
kickers, both kickers went down, both teams went down, kicked field goals first drive. You know what I mean? If it's that crazy, you can't kick field goals.
Right. So, so another excuse the Dolphins did not have on Sunday was the elements, the weather. They had no excuses. They're 1-6 for a reason. They stink, and it may be time to get rid of McDaniel. Okay, I want to move on to
He'll allow it.
I want to move on to Louisville, because what a bad weekend for our two big football teams. They only lost 24-21. I don't know if you watched the whole game.
I watched it.
They got whooped.
Yeah.
They were beaten badly. I don't care what the final score
Yeah,
tells
the whole
you.
time it never felt like they were winning.
Oh my God. They just got their ass kicked by Louisville. And now they're not even the top team in the ACC in the polls now. They dropped from 2nd to 9th, and Georgia Tech moved ahead of them. So all of a sudden, look, you can't write off the season by any means, but now the pressure is on, because if you're Miami, you can't lose that second game.
There's a scenario where they don't make the ACC championship.
Yeah, but
I know, there is.
But now I think they still make it.
They do. I think they do. Yes.
It depends who else loses in front of them, though.
How do you keep them out? If they win out, they'll be what?
No, I'm talking about the ACC championship. I still think, yes, if they win out, they'll make the playoff. I do believe that.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
They will.
Yeah. I think they'll get the help they need. All these ACC teams, I just don't think this Georgia Tech team is they'll have a game. I don't even have to look at the rest of the schedule. There will be a game where they're going to lose. I just think if Miami handles their business, everything will still be in front of them.
But that was sobering, though, because they did not look like they did in the first 5 games. They got manhandled.
Parody in college football. I love it.
I know.
I feel like people want to complain because it's just I want to act like I know what I'm talking about, and then I get things wrong. But it's this is awesome.
It's great. And we're running along, so I want to wrap up. Heat season starts this week.
Put the news music on. Go ahead.
Okay, the news is, wow, the Heat are just boring. They're where you don't want to be, which is right in the middle. Not good, not bad. They're going to finish 40-42. They're going to struggle to get the last seed. They're going to lose a play-in game. It's just, there's nothing going on. And arguably their best player, all-star Tyler Hero, he's out for the first several weeks of the season. Tell me a reason why I should be excited about the Heat this year.
I think they're going to be the best NBA team ever. They're going to break the record for wins.
Okay. All right. One of us is right. Okay. And we'll see. Good luck, Spo.
One of us is out on a limb and the other's hugging the tree.
Okay, MLB playoffs, and I know Yeti wants to weigh in here. The Dodgers are waiting for an opponent. It better be Seattle. If it's an LA Toronto World Series, I am picketing.
Oh.
I am driving to LA and picketing the stadium.
We will sign. Right now, we're recording this a couple hours before Game 6. We will see you for Game 7. Sorry, Yeti.
I sure hope not. Man, this just between Friday and today has felt like a year, and it's only been a day. And I'm nervous. I'm really excited, but I'm really nervous. Adnan, like, I'm having to be a good winner too, though, because Adnan texted me like, "Great job tonight," or like, hey, congrats, they did a great job, and I was
Look at me, Louie.
look at me, Louie, and I was like, because I hate the Blue Jays so bad, they destroyed me in 1992 when they beat the Braves in the World Series. I screamed with my face into the couch for 30 minutes. John Olerud was on that team. I know he went on to be a Mariner, but I still hate the guy. I never liked him as a Mariner.
That's one of those made-up stats where he probably cried in the couch for 5, but over the years,
I guarantee you it was 30.
It's become 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I guarantee you it was 30. I was a terrible loser.
How old were you when you were crying?
92, I would have just turned 12.
I like the idea of Yeti being honest to a fault, but lying about that.
Yeah, right.
But no, the ball is in the Mariners' court, but their ability to not.
The game already happened, so I think we've.
Yeah, but we'll see. I think if they're able to get runners on base and not rely solely on the home run, they'll win. If not, then it's going to be a toss.
Sports.
Okay, one final thing, and then we're gonna go because we're running long.
Messi.
Inter Miami.
Yeah.
Opens the MLS playoffs against Nashville this week. Best of 3 series. MLS Cup or bust. If they don't win the MLS Cup, it's a disappointing season. Period. Paragraph. Unequivocal. No argument. Win the MLS Cup or you have failed.
Now we're doing first take. See you later, podcast family.
Okay, nice chatting with you all. Thank you very much.
Even though you're 70, I'm going to tickle you on the way out here.
I continue to deny the allegations of PFPI collusion.
Oh, you got a knee brace on.
I do. Thank you. I deny everything. That kind of thing.
Let's get our still shot for the group photo.
Okay. Nice chatting with you. See you all next week. Bye-bye.